Today we're going to show you how to disassemble a brake caliper and change the brake pads out. The mechanic will start by removing the caliper, which he's done, and now he will proceed to undo the retaining pin. This holds the brake pads into position on the caliper. Out it comes now, and this will allow him to slide the brake pads out 1 and 2, and then you can see inside it now. He's removing the little stool pins. They're designed to stop the brake pads from wearing out the caliper itself. So now he will proceed to pump the pistons out, not all the way out, but out far enough so that he can clean behind them and stop the dirt and rubbish from being pushed back in to the brake caliper itself when we push the pistons back in a minute. So now he has it out, he will get some cleaner, give it a spray over. This caliper is surprisingly clean, as we've already done some work on it. But normally they're quite black and ugly, and you don't need to push all the dirt and rubbish back into the seal area. So now he's using the brake spreading tool, which he will wind up, and this will push the caliper pistons back into their position, fully back, and that will allow him to reassemble the caliper and put it back on the wheel without running out of room. So special little tool, you can buy them, they're quite handy. As you can see, could be quite a big job, and he's done it quite quickly. So now he will get the mounting bracket and put that back onto the caliper. Whoopsie daisy, you'll find that clip and we'll put that back in there. That's the little clip I referred to earlier that stops the caliper from being worn out. In this case it's the caliper arm. So you'll slide that back into position, in it goes. Those pins have already been pre-greased, so he doesn't have to worry about that, but it's very important that you grease them so your caliper moves backwards and forwards on the bracket properly. Now he's putting in the first brake pad, making sure of course that the pad material is going to be facing inwards on both sides, so that you've got it's sitting correct on the disc. He's putting the retaining pin back in now, which he'll proceed to do up. Now what he'll do is he'll spread the pads out a little bit, and this will allow him to pop it back onto the disc itself, which he's doing in the present moment. There he goes. He'll a couple of retaining bolts that will hold the caliper sliding bracket into place onto the fork leg. He's got one in, and he'll put the other one in. And of course you've got new brake pads in your motorcycle now, so you will need to proceed with caution, bed them in onto the disc, make sure everything's working properly, and once he gets this tightened up, then he'll test ride the motorcycle, make sure he's happy with the job, and then hand it back to the customer.